Hey, what's up guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here. Today guys, I'm going to be talking about the Battle Arena deck, Mewtwo versus Darkrai. Now, I think the last one was the Xerneas versus Evital deck, which is actually right here, now that to click down. But there's some interesting things I want to talk about with this Battle Arena deck, and it's going to be kind of leaning towards, like is Pokemon going to try to release stuff for the expanded format, because, apparently expanded is going to be getting some more play at regionals, and, it's going to be more focused on, like I said, just regionals and some other tournaments and everything. Or are some really, really amazing cards that have been in the format for like 4 years going to be, still in the format. Well, okay, so getting off what I'm starting here. So pretty much Mewtwo here, it has a collection number Next Destinies. Darkrai has Dark Explorers. If these cards are indeed released, and hear me out before you're like, okay, Dylan, you're an idiot. But, you probably already said that in multiple videos. Okay, so if they release these cards, are they going to have new collection numbers, or are they going to have the old collection numbers? Now, in my personal opinion, I feel like Pokemon releasing cards strictly for, expanded, probably, they're not really up to it yet. I feel like expanded isn't solid, built enough, for, certain products just to be releasing. Also you got to take it from a collective standpoint. Like you get these cards, and you're having for collectors purposes and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. But if these cards do indeed get new collection numbers, then that is going to mark another year that we have to have Mewtwo and Darkrai in the format. But like this, like I'm looking at it, this kind of looks like something that you would probably have for expanded uses only, really. And that's why I'm just kind of curious. I want to hear what you guys think. And don't worry, I'm going to go into more depth here, because there's actually some stuff in here, like in the text, that I'm going to go over. But pretty much, I'm going to go ahead and read this goofy thing here. Mewtwo and Darkrai go head-to-head in the new... Good God. Dyslexia. Alright. Mewtwo and Darkrai go head-to-head in the new Pokemon TCG Battle Arena decks. Are you serious, phone? Really? These two 60-card decks are ready to play right away with powerful cards and winning strategies worthy of an ace trainer. Each deck is led by an exceptional Pokemon EX that includes 10 full cards. Let the battle begin. So pretty much in the deck, you get your 60 cards. You get 2 full cards, Mewtwo and Darkrai. And then you get 8 basic energies. I swear to God, I cannot talk. You get 8 basic energies, or 8 full energies. And it's kind of what they did with the full fairy energy in the last Battle Arena deck, which is really cool. And here's where things are getting interesting, like right here in this little thing here. You get tournament level trainer cards, including Level Ball, Professor Sycamore, and right here, N. Now, going back to what I was just talking about, N is cycling out. Okay, N cycling out. That's probably the most devastating thing that we are losing in the upcoming rotation is N. Because for a long time, the supporter lineup was 4 Juniper, 4 N, and whatever else you personally wanted in your engine. But for the most part, you usually played 4 Juniper and 4 N. So, losing that card has been pretty massive for the TCG, just because it's such a game changer and it's such a powerful card. And it's, at the early game, it's a really, really good, solid draw card. Yeah, but kind of towards the end of this format, I kind of seen towards nationals and the release of Shaman EX, that decks were starting to kind of ditch in, and kind of focus on Shaman and trainers and whatnot. But still, N was a card that was still really relevant, still played. But you got to think, they're releasing Mewtwo, Darkrai, and you see right here they're releasing N. So is N going to be getting another collection number? Is N going to be released with a new collection number? Now, I have not seen anything on these cards. I don't know any of this, so all this might be hippity blue blah to me, and you're like, Dylan, really? Just go to this website, www.gopayattentionhere.com or whatever. But pretty much, that's something that I've been looking at, is, are we going to have Mewtwo, Darkrai, and N still in the format? Or are these just going to be, is this whole thing just released for the sake of the expanded format? And kind of continuing on with what the decks are going to have in there. You get 2 metallic coins, and and you get 2 sets of damage counters. You get a 2-player playmat and a rule sheet, and you get a code card to play the decks online, which is pretty cool. Another thing there, of course, yeah, You do get to play expanded online, but you know, is this gonna be like, okay? Imagine a little kid. All right, just hear me out. Imagine a little kid going and buying this, going to a tournament, and they say, sorry, these cards are only used in expanded. Little kid's heartbroken. Can't use the cards. What are you gonna do now? That's another reason why I think that these cards are probably gonna be getting a new collection number. And you know, you get to go in there and you get to play them online. So pretty cool. You know, if these decks are pretty solid, then for a new player, you know, going in there and playing online with the Battle Arena decks, you know, they might not be the best decks in the world, honestly, but you know, it's be something cool to start out, something to get going when you're really early into your stages of playing. And a quick guide, which is probably just like telling you strategies and whatnot. But honestly, in my opinion, I feel like we're gonna have to start getting ready for to remain in the format, and also we're gonna get ready with Mewtwo EX. But then you gotta think about it. Why release Lugia EX if Mewtwo EX is still gonna be in the format? Or was this like a last minute thing, or did they just kind of decide this? Like what are they doing? What's Pokemon doing? What's their idea? What's their plans? What are they thinking? And I want to hear what you guys have to think. I'm really curious as to what you guys have to say about this, because honestly I'm very intrigued with what they're doing here. If expanded is definitely going to be a big thing, then yeah, I can definitely understand why they would be doing this. For one, I think we should do away with expanded. That's just my personal opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, then that's cool. All respect to you. But me personally, I just feel like we don't need expanded. I feel like they're having to make a ban list from what I'm hearing for expanded, which that kind of indicates a game that doesn't necessarily ban cards all the time. Like I think the last thing that was banned really, besides Lifesender's trump card, was like Sneasel and something else, or there's some other kind of crap that was banned a long time ago, but hence a long time ago. So I think for a game that doesn't ban cards really, opposed to something that bans cards a lot like Yu-Gi-Oh does or whatever, I feel like this, having to make a ban list for a format isn't healthy. And I feel like if you go into a tournament with a deck, that should be the deck you have to play throughout the entire event. I feel like you shouldn't have to, go home and try to make some other deck and play test overnight when you probably spent countless amounts of time playtesting one deck for that event. Of course, yeah, if you're like, okay, if I make it into day 2, I can play test this deck too, but you guys get what I mean. But this is just my input on it. It would be really cool to see these cards get new collection numbers. But at the same time, yeah, I can understand these cards have been in the format for way too long, and they definitely need to go bye-bye. And I'm kind of hoping they do, because I kind of sold all my Darkrai and all my Mewtwo. But it's all good, because I will be getting this Battle Arena deck. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said, man, give me some input. Give me your opinion. Tell me what's up. Tell me what's going on in your mind. Make fun of me because I couldn't read this little paragraph here, and it's probably not even a paragraph, but whatever. Take care, guys, and let me know, are you going to be getting this? Are you going to be buying this? Is this going to be a purchase that you're going to go out and try to make? And yeah, this video on a high note. These two boys right here, main stars of the video. So take care, guys. I love you, and this is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out.